Hey there, Meteorologist Shawn Cable here in the First Alert Weather Center, and we have another sunny, warm day going on here today. A little windy today, and you're going to want to be careful because it's really dry out there, and if you're working on harvest with all that dust, it doesn't take much to get a fire sparked, and a fire that starts today could spread fairly quickly just because it's dry and the wind is going to be gusty here as we make our way through the afternoon, so keep that in mind here through the day today. We had lows in the 40s and 50s this morning, not nearly as cold as it was yesterday or on Wednesday morning. Today, about 10 to 15 degrees above that freezing mark, and we're not going to have to worry about a freeze anytime soon. In fact, our long-range forecast models, when it comes to freeze, hints that there will be nothing through at least the next 10 days, through next week and the following weekend. Not much in the way of a freeze risk. Even further north, maybe a little better chance by next Tuesday morning around Hutchinson, and especially up towards St. Cloud and north of I-94. But even then, we're looking at a fairly low frost risk. Our pattern, similar to last week, although this week, even though we have this jet stream going up and over here, we are going to be about 5 to 10 degrees above average temperature-wise, not 20 to 25 degrees like last week. So it does definitely feel a little more like fall this week. We are still above average, but little more low-key with the warmer-than-average temperatures. Now, as we make our way into next week, we're going to see that jet stream shift a bit. And usually when our weather is active is when the jet stream is close by. And we're going to see a couple of systems swing by late weekend, early next week. That could bring a little rain on maybe later Sunday night, and again mid next week. I don't think it's going to be a huge amount of rain, and there will probably be places that get missed, but there could be a few spots that get a little bit of rain as we make our way into next week. Maybe a couple tenths of an inch. At best, we're still a few days away, so stay tuned. We'll have updates on that as we get a little closer, but it looks like things could get at least a little more active. Let's talk about this. Wind gusts this afternoon from about 25 to 35, especially from about Mankato, Blue Earth to the west. You can see maybe 30-ish, Esterville, Spencer, Fairmont area. So again, keep in mind the wind and the dry conditions. There could be some issues with anything related to wildfire. In fact, take a look at the wildfire risk. We're hovering at about a 4 to 5 here this afternoon, and I would say we might even take that up at 1 or 2 just because of the dry conditions that we're dealing with. So keep an eye on things. Just be careful with anything fire-related. There could be some issues with the wind. Our average high this time of year is 64, and almost all of our extended forecast has temperatures above average. We're talking upper 60s Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We will cool off a little here and there into next week with those systems that come through, but generally we will remain above average, and generally we will remain dry here as we make our way through the upcoming week. Here's the 10-day forecast. 67 Friday, 68 Saturday, some showers on Sunday, 69 the high, and then there is a chance of scattered showers Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, and maybe again on Friday. And we actually do cool off a little bit with low 60s in the works as we make our way into next week. But you can see here, no frost freeze risk. Hopefully we got rid of some of those mosquitoes and those little black bugs with the cooler temperatures on Wednesday morning. Otherwise, we will have to wait for a while until we get another frost or freeze. That's what's going on. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day.